Hi guys, Kai here and welcome back to episode 164 of the FIFA 17 My Player Career, and we're going to be jumping straight into the action in today's episode, and we face Schalke away from home. This is in the Bundesliga, and of course we are top of the table, so another 3 points will get us another step closer to retaining the title. So hopefully we can put in a good performance as well. We're trying to get Kai as many goals as possible. I can't remember the kind of target we've given Kai for this season for his goal tally. But I think about 20-25 goals was around that number. He's not been that prolific so far this season. He's been pretty quiet, to be fair. But I guess that's what happens when you only play with one striker. I think the best time that Kai's had was at Juve when we was partnered with Dybala, when it was a 2-man strike force. I think that was the pretty best strike force that we've had so far in this series. So I think next year with FIFA 18 we'll probably be looking towards maybe a cam position again. I do normally go between the two positions throughout the FIFAs. Last year it was a cam, so this year it was a striker, as you can see in this series, and so next year I think it will be a cam position. But I will probably let you guys decide on that. I should probably do a poll maybe to let you decide whether we should start FIFA 18 as a cam or as a striker. Obviously, being a striker, we're always going to be up there forcing the goals in, but we do see ourselves dropping deep a lot, so maybe the cam position would better suit Kai, because then of course we can push forward if needed and even come back as well if needed. So maybe next season the cam position would be better off for Kai, but let's finish off this year as a striker, try and get as many goals as we can. Remember, Bayern Munich won't be our final club. We are looking to move at the end of this season, and hopefully, well, the ideal move would be a move back to Sporting. It would be a place to finish the series off. It would be a perfect place, in fact, to finish the series off, because that is where we started. But I don't see an offer coming in from Sporting, if I am honest. But you never know. We are on the transfer list. We are on the market. So fingers crossed those kind of offers come in for Kai at the end of the season. But we still want to go out on a high, though, here in Germany. We've had a pretty decent time so far. Already picked up a few winners' medals and trophies, of course. But, of course, Bayern Munich are the favourites in Germany, so it shouldn't be too much expected, and hopefully we can do the job in this season as well. As Kai goes through there, nicely played in, and surely always missed the target, and really that should have been the second goal of the game there from Lozano, but he drags it wide, and the goalkeeper just watches it go wide as well. So still 1-0 here for Bayern. Schalke on the attack, cross comes in and cleared behind there. It is going to be a corner. Good defending there from Bayern Munich. Schalke are looking a little bit dangerous right now, trying to get themselves back onto level terms here. They are the home side, remember. And another shot comes in. Goalkeeper can only parry it. Thankfully, no Schalke attacker was on the end of that rebound. So still on the attack here. And Schalke with another cross. Cross comes in. Shot comes in fact. But thankfully off target. Goes out of play. And it is going to be a goal kick for Bayern. So just over 10 minutes remaining. Still hanging on to a 1-goal lead. Here is Kai. Good control from him. Is he going to push all the way forward? He's still got the pace, even though he's getting on a bit now. Still got the pace. Has he got the skill? He's definitely got the vision. The cross came in. Nobody there, though. Kai on the edge of the area. Good bit of skill. Shoots over the crossbar. Unlucky. He did well there, though, to open up the space for himself. He had 2 defenders around him. A nice little bit of skill. Got the shot off, but unfortunately not on target. It's currently on an 8.1 rating. Nice pass there, played through, and the through ball is on. A good chance for the second goal, and a good save there from the Schalke goalkeeper. Really keeping Schalke in the game right now, the goalkeeper is. A couple of minutes to play. Let's try and get this one wrapped up. Cross comes in, Kai is there. Can he get it inside the 6-yard box? He can't. Cleared away and behind for another corner. Kai's going short. He does get it short. Can he get the cross in though? Still going forward, defender, he read that one, and Schalke are going to get this ball clear. So probably the last chance of the game here for Schalke to get anything out of this match. A massive gap on this near side. The player didn't see it, thankfully for us, but Schalke have the last shot. Good save there from Leno. Straight into his hands though, to be fair. Either side of him could have made it a little bit more difficult to save. But thankfully, as I said, straight into his hands, and there is the final whistle. So first game in today's episode ends with a victory. 3 points in the bag as well there for Bayern. Kai getting the only goal of the game, and we are approaching the end of March. So just over a week to go before we do head into April. Then that will just be about 5 or 6 weeks before the end of the season. And we do have the Champions League quarter-finals to look forward to as well. I'm not entirely sure who we face in that draw, so we will check before this episode is over to see who Bayern Munich face in the quarter-finals. No doubt it's going to be a tough club now that it is the quarter-finals. So no easy games going into the final few games of that competition. As Bayern attacking early on in this match, playing against FC KAIQOM. We are at home at the Allianz Arena. The sun is shining, and all we want is another 3 points. Can Kai get on the score sheet again, just like he did against Schalke? Here he is, just unlucky there. Couldn't control it down fast enough, but he's done well to win possession back there for Bayern. Now Omar for Bayern Munich. Here's Kingsley Coman, plays a nice ball through. Kingsley Coman again, not scored for a while, takes a shot off, and he's not going to be scoring anytime soon with shots like that. So 8 minutes in, still goalless. Let's try and get ourselves an early goal still, if we can. Here is Kai. Bayern winning possession in midfield. Omar plays a nice little through ball in, and I think that's Kaku. It is in off the post. Beautiful finish there from the Norwich City signing. And what a goal that is. 10 minutes played. Bayern Munich 1, FC Köln 0. And is that going to wrap up the game already? I think it will do. We don't concede many goals, to be honest, even on world class. And there we go. Goalkeeper's got to be disappointed, conceding at that near post. But we're going to take it. It was a beautiful little through ball. Look at his great vision. Kaku was running straight through the middle, and boom, goalkeeper no chance. Great goal. Bayern Munich lead 1-0. And now we need to press on to try and grab ourselves a second goal as soon as possible. Fourth league goal of the season then for Kaku since joining from Norwich City. We are on the stroke of half time here. Still leading by that 1-0. Can we double the lead before the break? Here's Omar again to the goal scorer Kaku. Now Kai. Is he going to play a 1-2 with Dorsch? No, he isn't. Dorsch does play it through though. And now Kai from Omar. Nice bit of skill from Kai. And he should have really put that one away. The goalkeeper makes a cracking save just outside the 6-yard box. Good little bit of skill here between the two defenders. Shot comes in. Tried to finish it at that far post. And the goalkeeper said otherwise and gets the ball out for a corner kick. So still a chance though to double the lead. Cross comes in and out behind for another corner. Still the pressure is on the Köln defence. Come on lads, let's get it in. Cleared away there. So I think that is going to be it then for the half. We're into the 7th minute of injury time. And finally, there goes the half-time whistle. So into the second half now. And we're still leading by 1-0. Kingsley Coman taking that throw in to Omar. Kai's on the edge of the area, just outside. If he can get the ball, he does. Shot comes in, which was blocked. And now he's going to bounce out of play for another Bayern Munich corner. Kai not happy. Should have really done better. He had more time. Didn't have to take the shot off, but he decided to do so. Scored quite a few goals from that kind of area, so I don't really blame him too much. Kingsley Coman crossing. Shot comes in from Omar. And there we go. Just under an hour played here at the Allianz Arena, and Bayern Munich double the lead. Good little cross there from Kingsley Coman. It was Omar at the near post who taps it into the goal. And I think that is going to be the 3 points now for Bayern. And that will, of course, keep us top of the German table. Just got in there just before the goalkeeper. Nice finish there. How many is that for the season for Omar? That is his 7th league goal this season. So he's having a pretty decent year so far, Omar. Midfielder, of course. 25 minutes remaining. Still pushing forward, looking for another goal. Can we get it? Here is Dorsch. Inside for whoever that is. Biocardini. Kai, he's just been taken down there. We are going to have a free kick. I thought for a second it could have been a penalty. But the referee says just outside the area. Kai's asking for it short here. He's not going to get it. What the player doing there? I have no idea what's he doing. But Kai does get it on the edge of the area. He finishes. Nice finesse shot. And there we go. That is the 3rd goal. Not entirely sure what that free kick was about. But it worked out in the end. Nice goal there. Goalkeeper couldn't reach that one. Kai yet again on the score sheet. And boom. There we go. 2 goals in 2 games now for Kai. Slowly getting back to his goal scoring best. He's pushing forward here, looking for another, but he plays the through ball in. A couple of minutes remaining. And Kai around the penalty spot, shoots, not enough power on that. Straight into the hands of the goalkeeper. But Kai's currently on a 9.3 rating. He's had a pretty decent game so far. Probably man of the match. But Bayern Munich got to defend here. FC Köln pushing forward, trying to get at least a goal out of this game. But they're not going to get that. Cleared away. And now we just wait for that final whistle to blow. And then I think we've got a couple of international games. The European Championship qualifies with England. So a little bit of a domestic break before the end of the season. So there is the final whistle. Bayern Munich take the 3 points. 1 goal again for Kai. 9.2 final match rating. And as I said, we have a nice little international break coming up. And the first game is away from home, taking on Austria. Kai's not travelling with the England squad, thankfully. So a little bit of a rest for him. Can England, though, go out and get the job done? We're already behind, though. That's not a good start. 1-0. And there we go. We're just going to skip to the 90th minute and it ends 2-2. So Luke Shaw and Raheem Sterling with the 2 England goals. Should have done better. But let's see if we can get England back to winning ways against Denmark. Kai is back in the starting 11 for this one. And we are away from home as well. So 2 away games here for England. Let's see how we get on. 2-2 against Austria. Not the ideal result, to be fair. But I think we're already a step closer towards qualifying. So it shouldn't be too much of a hassle to qualify. And it is Denmark with all the early possession. Let's try and steal it. Try and get ourselves an early goal. Got a couple of early goals recently. Here's Cook. Half an hour gone. So no early goal then for England. But we are pushing forward. And Kai's through on goal here. Can he get the shot off? He can't. Great defensive play there from Denmark. If that defender didn't slide in, no doubt Kai would have buried that one into the back of the net. But good play here from England. And what a finish. Kai to Raheem Sterling. Back through. I think it was 1-2 actually between Kai and Sterling. Let's have a look. Yeah, there's Kai. Plays it in for Raheem Sterling. Gives it back to Kai. Kai to Sterling again. Sterling tees it up for Eric Dyer, who smashes it into the back of the Danish goal. And that's his first goal in the European Championship qualifiers. And he doesn't score many goals. So it's nice to see him score from that kind of range as well. As we're going to the final 20 minutes then. Still leading by 1-0. Denmark in possession. Looking for an equaliser. But England do win it in midfield. Kai asking for the ball with his arm raised. He gets it. Waiting for that through ball. He got blocked off though. So Kai's getting forced out wide. Cuts inside the defender. Goes for the shot himself. Blocked. And nobody there. And Dele. Back to Dele Alli on the edge area. Who hits it. And off target. Unlucky there. Good play from England. Good attacking play from Kai. But unfortunately, we couldn't find the back of the net for the second goal. And into the final 15 now. Kai currently on a 7.4 match rating. Dolberg's just been replaced there by Larson. As Barkley's going all the way through. 1-on-1 with the keeper. Takes the shot a little bit too early there. Goalkeeper forced to make a good save though. But I think he could have ran a little bit further there. Ross Barkley, the England captain. But he did get down low. Good cracking save there from the Denmark goalkeeper. Still a chance here though for England to double their lead. Corner comes into Kai. He tried to lift it over his own head and the 2 defenders around him. But it's gone out of play. Into the final minute now. And when this game is over, remember we will check out who we face in the Champions League quarter-finals. So look forward to that shortly. Are we going to have a corner? We are going to have a corner, are we? No, it's gone out of play here for a goal kick. So that looks to be the end of the game. England winning 1-0. As that final whistle, is it going to blow? Come on, ref, blow that whistle. Or can we push forward here for a second? Here is Kai. Plays it inside. No, he doesn't. Well, he does eventually. Ross Barkley cuts. Oh, how did he miss from there? But that is the end of the game finally. I thought England were going to actually pick up a second goal there at the very end. But Kai didn't get a goal. Finishes the game with a 7.7 rating. And next, to start the next episode, of course, we will be back to some Bundesliga action, taking on Werder Bremen, then Hertha Berlin. And as you can see, we face PSG in the Champions League quarter-finals. So 2 legs which are going to be very interesting. I'm sure we can come out on top. And then we take on Borussia Dortmund in the semi-finals of the German Cup as well.